Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to a late night edition of Anime Church. This is actually a first. Normally we're on time, but shit happens. And yeah, we weren't exactly feeling too well. I'm still physically not feeling great. My neck is killing me, but we're gonna power through it and get through this.
I mean, to
We've
be
got
fair, I'm still freezing. Fucking 8 hours later, I'm still fucking cold.
uh, we don't have as much to talk about as last week because we're not making up for 3 weeks worth of stuff. But we got a decent amount of stuff to talk about. Um, and uh, uh, hopefully it all goes well, guys. We are sadly moonless, and we will not be doing anime reviews tonight. We're just gonna cover through the news and talk about. We're just gonna talk about all the news topics that we got coming up, and we'll basically be moving on from there. We got a lot of gaming news that we got to talk about, and only
Oh
four
yeah.
anime related things. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Uh, so the Golden Globes happened last weekend. I forgot that was a thing, but I'm pretty sure everybody else did too. Uh, but uh, Colin Colin Farrell won for Best Actor in The Penguin. I
Yes.
have not seen it, but I've heard amazing things about the Penguin, and I loved his performance in the Batman movie. So I'm kind of here for it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I love that one of the comments, one of the things that he said was, I guess it's just prosthetics from now on because like you don't see Colin Farrell in that role. You only see the Penguin. It's so good.
Yes.
Of course, he thanked his makeup team, which you absolutely have to do because they killed it, 100%. But yeah,
I mean,
did you
I
did you
love the
see the
way he
speech?
described. I love how he described the 3 hours in the chair. It was just him sitting back, drinking coffee, jamming out to 80s music while they did their magic.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Um,
oh, and I can't remember who it was at the very end that he remembered at like the last second.
Matt
But
Reeves.
man, no, the lady who kept running coconut water to everybody.
Oh, craft services.
Yes. Thank you. I was just like, God damn, nobody said gives a shout out to the fucking service departments.
The craft
Ever.
service people. Yeah, that shit would not. That shit would not. Um, that would not
Yeah, it would not be
go over
possible
well.
without them.
Yeah, like none of those would be at a chance. Oh, sorry, I'm just seeing that we've got more winter weather coming in next weekend, and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah,
Mm,
I'm not looking forward to it myself.
yeah.
Because I'm going to be out there for another 3 or 4 hours again.
Mm,
Hopefully not as bad as today.
mm. Alrighty. But yeah, guys, did you guys watch the Golden Globes at all? Do you have any interest in the Golden Globes? What do you think about Colin Farrell getting this award for his portrayal of the Penguin? Did you watch the Penguin series? Did you watch the Batman movie, Matt Reeves' Batman movie that came out several years ago? Um, Let us know what you thought of Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Like, I freaking adore him, but I very much want to hear what you all think.
Yeah, I keep forgetting he's Irish
Hmm.
until I hear him speak with his natural accent. I'm just like, God damn, man. God damn.
Hmm.
let's see here. Yes, and then next trailer, of course, was
Mm.
Last of Us season. I wanted to call it Last of Us Part Two, but it's actually Last of Us Season Two. Um,
Season two, but yeah, more or less. Part two,
it's
season two, it's basically
it's
the same.
interchangeable at this point because it's follow the season two is
I
following
mean,
part two.
the way that it's being set up, it looks like they did um perhaps change how they're doing things in the timeline of telling the story.
Which, depending on what they change, could be a good thing.
Here's my thing. And I've said this, and spoilers for Last of Us Part 2, or at least the beginning portions of it. There are flashbacks that take place in The Last of Us Part 2 after the incident with the golf club. And I think if we had played all of those flashbacks from both characters' perspectives leading up to that point, and that incident with the golf club happened midway through the game, and you were still playing as both of them for the rest of the game, you're like, I hate that they're making me do this, but damn, like, here's the thing. I don't like what Abby did, but I understand the motivation. Like 100% I understand that.
Yes, and then well,
Yeah.
her turning around and telling fuck, why can't I remember her name for the life of me now? This is what happens when I do this shit at night. I'm too sober for it.
That's great. All right.
No.
So, oh, that's why. Okay, hang on. Animated Church Group. I had the wrong thing on. There we go. Properties. I'm trying to get the news to show up. There's Colin Farrell. Good.
Got it. Okay.
There we go. Okay, making sure it does not get picked up. Okay, it does not get picked up. But yeah, the way it starts off with the hospital from the different perspective, like basically the end of the end of Last of Us season 1 from that character's perspective,
Yes.
I think would have been a great starting point. And then being the two of them, because it's so funny, like if you are going chronologically through the lives of Abby and Ellie, and watching, because Ellie's having like these happier moments, like yeah, there is that change in the situation between how she and Joel interact with each other. But like she's definitely like one of them is trying to live their best life and move on, while the other is just suffering and is bound by this event. And that would have been the interesting part for me from a storytelling perspective, is once the incident happens that everybody was mad about, that's when the characters' roles switch, and now Abby is moving on and trying to live her best life and make amends and all this other stuff, and now Ellie is the one consumed by grief and sorrow and rage and all those things. So like it's literally like after this event happens, they hand their uh the way that they were approaching life to one another. So it's like,
Mhm.
here, take all my trauma. Well, okay, here, take all the stuff I was trying to do of, having good friendships, relationships, all that stuff. It's like their lives swapped in a way.
Yeah,
But yeah,
basically they just stood there like, okay, here's my role. I'll take your role.
do dude, this does look really good, and I kind of want to
And
see it.
I'm looking forward to season two.
Yeah, everybody's like, and obviously in April, everybody came after The Last of Us Part Two. I didn't have a problem with it. I just didn't like. My issue was like I thought the writing was off, like how they approached the writing. I would have told it from a more chronological perspective, simply because having us play as Ellie for half the game and then suddenly be forced to play as Abby, that was jarring. I think, and I get that that's probably what they were going for, but I would have loved to have been going back and forth playing from these two characters, because then I would have kind of latched on to Abby a lot more, because we'd been slowly introduced to them, and like the first thing that happens isn't us going, "Oh, you're the bitch that did this," you know? I don't immediately start hating her. It's like, "Ah, man, I hate what's going to happen here. Are they going, when we have this confrontation, is she going to die? Am I playing a character that's going to die?" You get that question. And because it doesn't take place in the beginning now, you don't get spoiled on what happens at the beginning, because so many people like found out about that and they were spoiling it all over the place. They were spoiling the beginning shock moment.
Not
That was
just
so
that, but
bad.
that also prevented, or that also caused a lot of people not to play the game because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them like Joel.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wasn't saying what I wasn't going to talk about specifically the event, in case there are some people who
Oh,
haven't
but come on,
played the
it's getting a
game.
remaster.
No, no, I'm sorry. No, there are some people who haven't played the game that are only watching the show, so I have to be careful. You watched some of the Golden Globes? Cool. What'd you think? All right, let's move on to the next one. And yeah, the working man, a working man. I mean, I've seen so many of these movies, but fuck, do I love them.
You see, Jason Statham has
It's
a
Jason Statham beating the shit out of people as a
Jason,
for.
he has a very particular role that he's typecast in, but
Mm-hmm,
he makes every movie he's in enjoyable.
mm-hmm.
That this looks just like a fantastic good time. You got your action,
Yeah,
you got your fucking
and then
intrigue.
so essentially, this family he works for, their daughter gets kidnapped, and he's like, "All right, y'all were there for me when I needed you, so I'll be there for you." And he goes to bust up this criminal organization that has kidnapped their daughter and is trying to traffic her. Is crazy, dude.
But the hardest line from this trailer is
Mm-hmm.
one guy asking, "Are you a cop?" And Jason Statham replied, "You wish I was a cop."
Mm-hmm. I also like Michael Pena being in this. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is a very versatile actor.
He is. He's super good. You wish I was a cop. All right. So that is the lineup for the general nerdy news. Most of this is going to be gaming news. I'm going to be
Yes.
honest. All right. So the reason I'm talking about this, even though it's like the teaser to season 1 of the new season of League of Legends, is the 2025 season 1 cinematic, is because this is now taking place directly after the events of season 2 of Arcane.
Which I still need to finish.
This is tying into season 2 of Arcane, because and this is also animated by Studio Fortiche. So it's all about Noxus. You're learning more about these characters. If you're like me and you don't really pay much attention to the lore of League, and everything that you're getting is from Arcane. These are all new people. Mm. And it looks obviously really, really good. And here is Mel, fresh off the boat from Piltover at the end of Arcane. I was wondering if the big thing was because how they set up the video and everything. I thought maybe they were announcing like the next project after Arcane, and it turns out no. This is specifically just for the game. There was a there was like a developer Vidoc that took place the next day, and I was so disappointed because I was really, really, really. Oh, Brandon, it's not his daughter that got kidnapped. It was a friend's daughter that got kidnapped, or rather, his boss's daughter got kidnapped.
But
Anyhow,
he did say he would treat them like family.
yeah, he did. Uh, but yeah, so this makes me wonder: is Arcane now officially the official canon of the game at this point? Like, okay, forget everything you thought you knew about the lore of League. Arcane is now it. Like, Arcane and any future projects are is that the actual canon of the game now?
I mean,
Because
I
that's what I'm
wouldn't doubt
wondering.
it.
Hmm. Dude, it's so good. All right. I just liked it because, well, they had some really good action. Also, if you have arachnophobia, you don't like spiders, you may want to skip parts of this. But there's good
Yes.
fighting going on all over the place. And then there are parts where Mel is just doing some cool badass stuff. But this is basically a glorified music video from Studio Fortiche, which, guys, if you've watched any of Arcade, you know that Riot and Studio Fortiche know how to put together essentially a music video with crazy good storytelling. And if I'm not wrong, this is the girl. This is the Black Rose chick that we saw in season 2 of Arcane, if I'm not wrong. But yeah. But now we get. And apparently they had something to do with what happened in Piltover. So there's that. Okay, you want to take the next one, Fenris?
Ah, yes. So, Dead by Daylight fans, you will be getting an update with characters from Junji Ito. Several of his iconic horror characters and monsters will be coming to the game. According to Dead by Daylight's developer and publisher Behavior Interactive, the collaboration will include 8-player cosmetic outfits from across the manga creator's works. The cosmetic outfits include, with official descriptions, Miss Fuchi, legendary outfit for the artist, taken from the story's Rumors and Fashion model. Tomi, legendary outfit for the spirit, taken from the story Tomi. Hikazuri's, I butchered that name, Dark Past, a very rare outfit for the twins, inspired by the bizarre Hikazuri siblings, the Seance. Soichi's Perry clothes, wow, why I need to watch my screen apparently, because there is a smudge there. Very rare outfit for the trickster, inspired by the character Soichi Suji, Suji from multiple stories. Half Spirits' Torments, ultra rare outfit for the Dredge, inspired by the story of the mysterious tunnel. Tsukiko's uniform, very rare outfit for Yui Kimura, inspired by the story Tomi. Terumi's fame, very rare outfit for Yoon Jin Lee, inspired by the story The Hanging Balloons. Puppet's Troubled Ballet, very rare outfit for Kate Denson, inspired by the story Marionette Mansion. Um, Included are pictures of the different outfits. A lot of them do look terrifying. And prior to the collaboration's announcement, the game staff posted a short interview with and gameplay of Ito on Tuesday. The creator said it was very moving to see that they had become even more terrifying characters after leaving my hands. Ito then commented on the player cosmetics based on characters from his stories before playing the game. The Junji Ito collection is currently available in Dead by Daylight on all supported platforms. At the time of press, Behavior Interactive has not announced when the cosmetics will no longer be available. So yes, very terrifying creatures to have, or characters to have.
I was
Holy
showing
fuck!
the I was showing the video when you were describing that. It was pretty good.
Like holy
Alrighty,
fuck, dude.
let's move on to something a little more lighthearted. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth game streams features trailer ahead of PC release. Square Enix unveiled a new trailer for its Final Fantasy VII Rebirth game ahead of its PC release. The PC trailer states that the game will have 4K resolution, a maximum frame rate of 120 FPS, NVIDIA DLSS functionality that will result in faster frame rates and upscaled image quality, and mouse and keyboard support. The PC release will also feature several graphics options, including 3 presets and a customizable on screen NPC count. The game will debut on Steam and Epic Game Store on PC on January 23rd. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is one of those games I'm looking forward to on PC. Yes, I have it on PlayStation. No, I didn't finish it. Yes, I absolutely want to play it on PC. It's just how it is. Uh yeah, it's some of this felt like it can okay, 4K resolution, 120 FPS. Okay, it's nice that you're hitting the basics. Welcome to the PC age. You know, it's kind of what it feels like, but at the same time, then you get the NVIDIA DLSS functionality that will result in faster frame rates and upscaled image quality. It's like, oh, so some gaming companies are actually learning what it means to actually do a PC port.
Yeah,
Or
it's very rare that
like
very
they
rare that
that they
some companies
learn from
understand
the
that.
issues they learn from the issues that they had on previous PC releases. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes.
rare. Squeenix is one of those that is just gonna happen.
I
Apparently.
mean, to be fair, SquareSoft was always great at learning from their mistakes and
Mm-hmm.
experimenting.
All right. Well, it does look beautiful, but I mean, every trailer looks good if you're doing it right. All
Yeah,
right, Fenris, I'm giving you this next one just because I figured you'd like it.
only because I spent so many hours playing the arcade versions. So much money.
Right?
Polish game developer and publisher Forever Entertainment announced on Friday that it will release it and developer Megapixel's remake for the House of the Dead 2 in spring 2025 for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, and PC via Steam and GOG. The company streamed a trailer, which should be on screen.
Yeah,
The
I'm
remake
playing it now.
Awesome. The remake will feature a co op mode, remastered graphics and music, branching levels, multiple endings, a boss mode, and a training mode. Forever Entertainment signed an agreement with Sega in October 2019 to create remakes of the House of the Dead and the House of the Dead 2 games. Forever Entertainment and Megapixel's remake of the first game debuted on Switch in April 2022. I sold the shit out of that game. There were so many fans that you would not think are were fans of House of the Dead. Um, the game received ports for PS4, Xbox One, PC, Google Stadia, Xbox Series X/S, and PS5. Sega's original House of the Dead game launched in arcades in Japan in 1996. The game then launched for PC and Sega Saturn in 1998. The sequel game, The House of the Dead 2, debuted in arcades in 1998. The game received ports for Sega Dreamcast in 1999 and PC in 2001. Paul W.S. Anderson is planning to write and direct a new feature film based on Sega's House of the Dead game series. Hopefully, it's better than the original House of the Dead movie. That was atrocious. Anderson is pitching the project immediately, and his team plans to begin production by mid to late 2025.
Alrighty. There we go. On to the next one. Man, wish we had Fell in with us on this one, but I'm also having you talk about this.
Is it because it's Capcom?
Well, it's because it's Monster Hunter and I don't do Monster Hunter.
I tried Monster Hunter once. I did not like it. It
Oh,
just was
okay.
not a game for me. But producer Ryozo Sugimoto announced on Wednesday in a new video that the Monster Hunter Wilds game will have a second open beta test in February, featuring Gypceros as a huntable monster. Player customization data from the first open beta test will carry over to the second test, as well as the full release. Progress in the game will not carry over. Damn beta testers. The crossplay open beta test will run from February 6th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard to February 9th at 9:59 p.m. Eastern Standard, and February 13th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard to February 16th at 9:59 Eastern Standard for PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC via Steam. Bonuses for participants include a decorative charm and an item pack. The staff are actively working on new improvements and adjustments for the full release, which will not be available in the upcoming beta test. The first crossplay open beta test ran for okay, that's all just a bunch of backstory crap that we don't need to worry about.
So there we go. Um, honestly, my favorite part of my favorite part of my favorite part of the Monster Hunter series is literally the cat people.
Yes, the cat chefs are. That was
The
the
cat
only thing I
chefs, the
enjoyed.
cat chefs are the best.
That was like I purposely just I only hunted monsters so I could just go to the chefs and be like, okay, make me this. Okay, make me this. Okay, make me this.
All right, let's continue on. This is also you because you submitted this.
I didn't submit anything this week aside from wait.
You posted this. You posted
Oh, okay,
this.
this one. Sorry,
Yeah,
I forgot it was a
Helldivers,
video. Yes.
Helldivers movie and Horizon
Well,
Zero
well,
Dawn
it's
movie
not
announcements.
just those ones.
Uh
So
huh.
surprisingly, Helldivers is getting a movie adaptation. This one we're
Oh,
not
Until
sure.
Dawn.
Yep, we're not sure if it's going to be Helldivers 1, Helldivers 2, or what place in the Helldivers universe it's going to take place in because they just announced it. Uh, Sony also announced an Until Dawn remake or Until Dawn movie, which there's been plenty of rumors and speculations flying around about that one, but I'm not going to say any more until they're confirmed or not. Um, and lastly, they also announced a Horizon Zero Dawn movie with very little information about any of the three. Out of them all, I'm looking forward to Helldivers because I really hope they go into more backstory because I just love backstory of games. Even though they did release a fantastic Helldivers movie in the late 90s called Starship Troopers.
Alrighty. Well, there we go. Uh, okay, so this next one's just a lot of fun. If you guys have not seen this, this is probably one of the funniest things. Technically, it's adjacent to politics because it is talking about Elon Musk, but it's not necessarily in a political form. It's it's gamers everywhere coming around and going, "Hey, dummy, you're not the high tier gamer that you keep telling people that you are and fooling them. Like real gamers, we know you're full of crap." Um, so dude, it's just a really funny story, and it's even funnier when you realize that this dude was running around like he when he does play, like the people that build that character for him and the maps and everything, they give him all the easy mode shit. And he's sitting there talking about levels of his gear, like levels actually matter once you get past a certain point. Like the weapons and armor that he has is fucking god tier. And he's like, "Well, I'm a level 95 character and I'm wearing level 68 gear, but it's cool." I'm like, motherfucker, if you actually like, I love people in the know actually calling this shit out because he thinks levels is the thing that is the most important, and I'm like, nope, nope, absolute noobs think levels matter. It's the stats, the ability to upgrade, how many like extra things can be attached to it, all that stuff. That means more than any leveling stuff could. Anyhow, yeah, apparently he died. His character died in the game, and it was permadeath, and he can't get any of his shit back. So I'm laughing really hard about that.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah, can you imagine the people that are actually like that are properly actually handling his account, that are actually like the really good players? All that time wasted because he got his character killed.
Well, not wasted. I'm sure they made a good amount of money doing it.
Perhaps, yeah.
And if so, that just means more money for them in the future.
It's just a fun story about somebody who lied about being a good gamer, literally just being called out for not being the god tier gamer they say they are. Like, dude, he had Joe Rogan fucking believing that he like is like one of the greats in Diablo, and we're like, no, he's not. He doesn't know the first fucking thing. So, I mean, you can fool the knuckleheads out there, but you can't fool the gamers, Elon. Uh, we know you're full of shit. So, w- regardless of your politics, you just gotta laugh at this. It's one of those ha 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 funny stories. Uh, yeah, we don't care about the politics of this angle. It's the gaming that we're laughing about. So that being said, fake gamers getting called out. I don't care if they're Elon Musk or some Joe Blow off the street. If you're a fake gamer and you get caught and you get called out, it's hilarious, and we may talk about
Yes,
it.
yes,
Okay,
we will.
I picked this one because I figured you might have something to say on this. Transformers Reactivate game canceled. The official Twitter account for game developer Splash Damage announced on Wednesday that it has canceled the Transformers Reactive game. Development on the game has ended and the studio will scale back in order to focus on other projects, the studio stated. It is focusing on retaining staff from the project, although a number of roles are now potentially at risk for redundancy. I didn't even know there was a Transformers game happening.
Yeah,
Apparently, the game was announced at the Game Awards 2022 and was slated for release for PC and consoles. In a 1 to 4 player online game, players have would have fought back against the Legion. Hasbro described the story: "The gravest threat to humanity has arrived, and it's already won." I mean, well, there's problem number one: Hasbro. Uh,
yeah. So I remember the trailer. I watched I watch the Game Awards every year because
I
Flute
do too.
Guy.
I just
He's
don't
the
remember
main
this trailer.
reason. Um,
Yeah,
it was one of the games that or one of the game trailers that I remembered because it was just one of those why.
yeah,
Like it's not a so meh trailer that it's like Sharknado where it's so bad it's good. It was one of the ones that stuck with me because why are you doing this?
yeah. No, I get you.
I mean,
I,
especially in recent years when Transformers has not had, aside from Transformers One, from what I hear,
oh,
not
Transformers One was fan fucking tastic,
yeah, I still haven't seen it. But
dude. Do
at
yourself
least
a favor.
in recent years, aside from Transformers One, the media representation of Transformers has not been that good.
No. Alrighty, moving on. In the most weird crossover ever, Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis gets collaboration with Freerun Beyond Journey's End anime. Sega announced on Wednesday that its Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis game is getting a collaboration with Freerun. The collaboration starts on Wednesday, but there is no specified date. The company unveiled a visual, seen here, and players can log in during the collaboration to receive acrylic stand-in style build parts for characters including Freerin, Fern, Stark, Himmel, Heiter, and Eisen. Special scratch tickets can go towards Freerin the Slayer style, which features costumes and weapon camos modeled after the characters from Freerin. There are also new collaboration accessories, such as the mirrored Lotus bracelet and Freerin's briefcase, as well as voice chat stamps with quotes from the series. Sega had screenshots which show the characters from Freerin, as well as a certain iconic scene involving a mimic.
Yes, they have the third most popular character in
The
free
mimic.
run in the game.
The
No, literally, they had a fan popularity contest.
mimic
Uh,
is third.
the Mimic one was third with 8,701,779 points. The, the number four was 8,079,639 points.
Oh, close.
Because, well, anime fans can be trolls.
Mm.
Plus, I mean, look at that Mimic. It's just so adorable.
God damn it.
And it's her own fault for constantly opening chests without thinking about
Okay,
it.
our last gaming news. This one's the really funny one. It's called Isekai Isekai. Isekai Isekai Games promo video unveils January 27th launch. Colopol began streaming on Tuesday a new trailer for its free-to-play game Isekai Isekai. Uh, which work should we collect next? And unveils the game's January 27th launch for iOS, Android, PC, and PC via Steam. The first season, nine isekai titles, their release windows and representative characters are from Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation 2 from January 27th to February 6th, Rudius Grey Rat. From January 7th through the 18th, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, Rimuru Tempest. From Sword Art Online, going from February 18th to March 1st, Kirito. From Shangri-La Frontier, which is a gaming anime and not an isekai. Just because there is VR involved, it is not a fucking isekai. I'm sorry. But from March 1st to the 7th, you get Sanraku and Emil. Which makes sense because Emil is always with Sanraku and she's a little bunny character, so she's not like a character that would be like fighting or anything. From March 17th to April 1st, campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill, or just campfire cooking. You get Mukoda and Sweet. Sweet is the adorable little slime. Then from April 1st to the 16th, you get Lloyd and Grimm from I was reincarnated as the seventh prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Then from April 16th through May 1st, you get Ars and Ritsu from Reincarnated Aristocrat. Then from May 1st to the 16th, you get Ojisan from Uncle from Another World. And then to round things off from May 16th through June 1st, you get Shisho and Fran, Master and Friend. In this case, it's actually Teacher and Friend. Fran, of course, is the main character for Reincarnated as a Sword. It's absolutely adorable. If you've not checked out any of these series, please go check them out. I will tell you right now: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these titles are on Crunchyroll. Uncle from Another World is on Netflix, and Reincarnated as a Sword can be found on High Dive. There will also be Isekai BBS, which work should we talk about next, message board. that is starting service soon as well. The company teased that the game is about experiencing isekai or other worlds like the ones characters are transported to or reborn in within the genre of the same name while collecting characters from popular anime. The original trailer features concept illustrations by Meryl, Soldier, Kane, Kanenaga, Toku, Banishment, Kaishu, and Yoshimizu. Yeah.
I learned so many recipes from campfire cooking.
Yeah, it's just literally called Isekai Isekai.
I
Is
don't
that supposed to
understand.
be? Okay. I don't either, but you know what? I of all the things I love Fren, so Fren is great. All right, so they're showing. Then we get Rimuru. Not even the first game he's in. Kirito. Okay. Yeah. This season 2 of this is still going, and I'm really enjoying the manga right now. But yeah, Emuru. You know what? The one of the wholesome anime that I didn't think would be as good as it actually was. Campfire Cooking was really good,
It
really
is,
damn
yes.
good. I'm not exactly. Wait, whoa. So you get this character running around with Fran. Okay, that's interesting. And of course we have. I love reincarnated aristocrat.
I when I first heard the premise, it's like, eh?
But it turns out it was actually pretty good. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
We get Uncle from Another World. They're all wandering around interacting. This is so weird. I can't wait. I can't wait for season 2. A bit off topic. I did make an order with Transformation Labs yesterday. Hey, there you go. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to season 2 of Reincarnated as a Sword. Of these titles, which one is your favorite? Why? And which one are you looking forward to the next season of? Because Slime 4, Jobless Reincarnation 3, uh, let's see, Shangri-La Frontier season 2 is going on right now. I think a Sword Art thing just finished. I've not heard anything about if we're getting a season 2 of Campfire Cooking, but I really
They
hope we
did
do.
they did mention
Mm-hmm.
something about that a couple months ago.
Spider, shut up. We're not getting No Game No Life season 2 as much as I want it. Reincarnated Aristocrat just finished their season 2. I haven't heard anything about Uncle from Another World getting a sequel, and I wasn't a fan of the series, so it is. But yes, Sword is probably the one I'm most looking forward to because like the arcs that are coming up, and the fact that the anime only covered 1.5 uh, volumes of the light novels, so it covered book 1 and then half of book 2. That's as far as it got.
Yeah.
Normally in an anime, they speed through the content. This took its
Case
time.
in
And you know what?
point,
I'm okay.
Art case in point, Arifureta.
Yeah, well, yes and no.
Season 1 was like what, 3
They
books?
skipped
Almost 4?
so much. They skipped so much in season 1. Yeah.
They did. Like the beginning of it could have been or should have been 3 episodes minimum.
Right. All right. Webtoon industry surpasses 1.5 billion in sales for the first time. Sales have increased by 19.7% from last year. According to the 2024 Webtoon Industry Survey published by the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism and the Korean Creative Content Agency, on December 2nd, the Korean webtoon industry recorded total sales of approximately 1.5 billion in 2023, a 19.7% increase from around the 1.24 billion the previous year. This marks the first time the industry has exceeded 1.5 billion in annual revenue. The market has shown steady growth since MCST and Coca began tracking webtoon industry data in 2018. In 2017, total sales were about $258 million US. The figure surpassed 716 million in 2020 and rose roughly 1.02 billion the following year. Gee, I wonder if there's a reason why it went up so much in 2020. Could be that everybody was stuck at home and they wanted to read some shit and just take them out of the
and, and got addicted
hellscape that
to
was reality.
a bunch of fantastic stories and sunk
To be
hundreds of
fair,
dollars every week into
to
it.
be to be completely fair, a fuck ton of people found out about Tower of God and solo leveling and shit all during that time.
Yeah.
A lot of that took off at that time. Yeah. All right,
Okay, I'll take the
go for it.
next
Go for
couple.
it.
So Crunchyroll delays English dubbing on 22 episodes due to severe weather. Crunchyroll announced on their Twitter account on Friday that the dubbing on 22 different episodes will be delayed due to severe weather. The following episodes of 11 different series are affected: Blue Lock Season 2, Episode 11, MF Ghost Season 2, Episode 11 and 12, Natsume's Book of Friends Season 7, Episodes 11 and 12, Arifureta Season 3, Episodes 10 and 11, You Are Miss Servant, Episode 11 and 12, Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Episodes 23 and 25? What about 24? I'll Become a Villainess Who Goes Down in History, Episodes 12 and 13, Shangri-La Frontier, Season 2, Episodes 10 through 12, The Prince of Tennis 2, U17 World Cup Semifinal, Episode 12, Demon Lord 2099, Episodes 11 and 12, and Trillion Game, Episodes 13 through 15. A significant winter storm rolled into the southern United States on Friday, covering Texas, southern Oklahoma, and parts of Georgia, among other areas in snowfall. The storm is causing over 3,000 flight cancellations and power outages in Georgia, Texas, and Arkansas. More snow is expected to affect other southern states over the weekend. Crunchyroll's main in-house dubbing studio is based in Texas and largely sources Texas-based talents. The company shifted to mostly in-person recordings in spring 2022 following the end of the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns. The February 13th through 17th, 2021 North American winter storm previously affected the US South, among other parts of the country, and caused mass outages and over 200 deaths in Texas.
All right. Let's talk about a scary VTuber manga.
I mean, I'm down bad for her already. Just for that picture, I'm not
Go
gonna
ahead and
lie.
read. Go ahead and read, did my guy? Just volunteered yourself.
Square Enix's Manga Up Global released Ryo Yorimiya's My Favorite VTuber is Scary IRL manga in English on January 2nd. The service also released Ayato Miyoshi's A Howl of the Heart manga in English on Thursday. Manga Up describes My Favorite VTuber is Scary IRL as starting a new job at Delivery Eats has one big challenge: a scary looking lady who's a regular customer. She glares at you every time you deliver her food, and in this rural town, there's only one delivery boy to handle her orders. But on his next visit, she finally speaks, and he recognizes her voice as none other than his favorite VTuber, Fuwari. Even more shocking, she offers to pay him just to chat with her. This is the comedic tale of an introverted delivery boy and a shy but intimidating looking woman getting a second chance at youth. Yorima launched the manga on Square Enix's Gangen Pixiv on June 8th. Square Enix shipped the first compiled book volume of the manga on June 20th. Then Manga Up describes A Howl of the Heart as amid war, Tenyo and Uru, oh god, that are more than comrades in arms. They're as close as brothers, or perhaps a pair of mated birds. Living and fighting among their country's elite troops, they share a deep bond of love, but fate suddenly tears them apart when Uwu is killed behind enemy lines, leaving Tenyo with nothing but a kiss and a promise to live on. 2 years later, Tenyo is tasked with launching a surprise attack on the enemy general Kakizuki, but this general bears the face of his beloved Uwu, or what is, Or who or what is Kakuzuki? What really happened to Tenyo's lost love? Follow their journey in this historical Chinese-style BL. Miyoshi launched the manga in Square Enix CMOA in January 2024. Square Enix shipped the first volume of the manga on June 20th.
Alrighty. And last but not least, uh, guys, Kenichi, the author of Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple, Shun Matsuena, launches a new manga on January 15th, so just 3 days from now. This year's sixth issue of Shogakukan's weekly Shonen Sunday magazine announced on Wednesday that Shun Matsuena will launch a new manga series titled Sora E, or To the Skies, in the magazine's next issue on January 15th. The manga story centers on Hiro, an overman, superhuman boy who lives in an underground world. He goes above ground to protect our world, and there he learns about human emotions and its warmth. Matsuena recently launched a manga titled uh, Kichijoji Shonen, or Kichijoji Boy, in Shokugan's monthly shonen magazine on December 12th. The manga was first published as a one-shot manga in the magazine in 2019. Matsueda ended Kimiwa 008 or UR008 manga in May of 2024. The manga launched in Weekly Shonen Sunday magazine in February of 2018. Guys, if you have not checked out Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple, I swear to God, please do yourself that favor.
It
It's
is
great,
a
especially
fantastic anime.
especially if you get to reading the manga, which obviously goes way further than the anime. Highly recommend it. Highly recommended. That being said, though, guys, we're not doing anime reviews today. We're gonna hold off on that till next week because we weren't able to watch all the stuff that we needed to watch. But we are dropping the reviews for Ranma One Half because it is essentially just an update of the original anime. There's not really much of a difference between this anime and the previous anime, other than like the art is different and some of the voice actors are different. Otherwise, don't anime, go manga. I recommend for Kenichi. Yeah, no, seriously, the manga is so much better. Not that the anime was bad or anything, but the anime literally just covers like arc one. There's so much more. It's one of those rare things. I like watching it dubbed and subbed because like a lot of the voice cast are really good. The Sakaki, the drunken karate master, is voiced by Chris Sabat, and like his voice is absolutely perfect for that dude. Uh the Chinese martial artist pervert guy. My guys, this is perfect casting. It's Vic. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, dude. It's just really funny, and like I will also tell you that there's a lot of really intense action. Please read the manga. Please read the manga. It's so good. You have some high school DD manga. Nice. All right. That being said, though, guys, since we're not reviewing anime, that's going to be it for us for today. So thank you all so much. We will catch you tomorrow for more light novel reading as we're finishing up Volume 5 of Mushoku Tensei. All right. We will talk to you next time. Take care and bye bye for now.
Bye.